Good morning, everyone. So, in today's class, we shall try to discuss a small topic from supervised learning algorithm that is known as 1R algorithm. As the name suggests, this particular algorithm is a very simple type of supervised learning algorithm that is basically used with classification by constructing a single level of decision tree. This algorithm can able to predict about the outcome. In more specific way, we can say this particular algorithm is a simple algorithm and sometimes work well. Let me tell you in this connection, this 1R algorithm that we are going to be discuss in today's class seems to work in most of the scenarios, but there is no guarantee at all, or there is no certainty that this algorithm will be always lead to a correct result. There are many kind of simple structure like one attribute does all the work, all attribute contribute equally and independently. A weighted linear combination might do, or the instant based or the if then else rule based algorithm can be designed using logical rules. That's why the name suggests 1R algorithm. The inferring rudimentary rule of 1R is that first we have to formulate a one level decision tree so that the rule that all are tested of a particular attribute can be taken into consideration. And then the basic version of this algorithm says one branch for each value and each branch assign most frequently class, and out of that using this 1R algorithm we try to find out those entities which takes minimum error rate. Means this algorithm will actually in favor of using those items or those output prediction whose error rate are minimum. So let us try to do with a simple example. For example, if you see this table consisting of 5 column outlook may be sunny or rainy or overcast, and there will be different temperature range, humidity range and the windy range, and out of these 4 columns there will be a prediction of a binary column that whether in this condition a person will be play football or golf or not. Now the play attribute has a special role, and it will try to predict the outcome of the class. Play means whether it will be reasonable or it will be valid to play in a particular scenario or not. So let us try to formulate 1R algorithm. You see, in 1R algorithm there are so many things written that we will discuss later on. First try to build the 1R algorithm quickly. If you see the first column of the left hand side of the table, that is outlook, so this outlook column consisting of 3 cases, whether the outlook will be sunny or rainy or overcast. If we take the first case of sunny, in that case you see the sunny repeated one first, second, then over there 4 and 5. If you see the left hand side of table very carefully, out of 14 entities the sunny entities will be repeated 5 times, and if you see the corresponding the play column value, you will be see out of these 5 sunny cases 3 cases are in favor of not playing, whereas the 2 cases are in favor of playing. Since the 3 cases are in the favor of not playing, so we will not take that because that is the majority. So we will take the least case, that is the case of Sunny play 2 to the power 5. 2 means the number of cases that consider that in Sunny environment we will play out of the total number of occurrence of Sunny, that is 5. I hope this point is clear. Similarly, in case of overcast, if you see the left hand side of the table, the first column, there are 1, 2, 4 overcast are there, and at the right and at the play column, corresponding play column, if you see for all the overcast having the value yes, means there is no overcast entity with the value no. So we will take the case of no for our consideration. So over there we will write overcast yes is equal to 0, 4. Similarly, in case of rainy we will consider, and finally you will be get added this 3, that is 2, 0, 2, that is 4 divided by 5, 4, 5, that is 14. So 4 by 14 is the total error with corresponding to the outlook parameter. Similarly, if you take the temperature parameter which having entities hot, mild, cold. So if you take the case of hot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 hot cases are there, 4 hot entities are there. Out of that, the first 2 with the play condition no, third is play condition yes, and the fourth is play condition yes. Means out of the temperature column with respect to hot, there will be 2 play conditions saying in favor of no and 2 playing conditions saying in favor of yes. So since there is no largest or the frequently entity, that's why we will take any of the case, that is the O, that is the temperature hot arrow no is equal to 2 by 14. Similarly, the mild, how many mild are there? If you see carefully the second column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mild columns, 6 mild columns are there. Out of this 6 mild column, the play condition will be for first case yes, second case no, third case yes, 3 yes are there, 4 yes are there, 4 yes are there, and 2 no are there. 2 no's are there. So mild yes we will take 2. So 2 by 6. So similarly we can compute the second column, that is 5 by 4. Similarly the third one for humidity and the windy, that is 4 by 14 and 5 by 40. So the corresponding total error will be minimum with respect to the which one? This is written here, the R. The first one for outlook and the second is for humidity. If you see carefully, for the first case outlook, the total error will be 4 by 14, and for third case humidity, the total error will be 4 by 14. So these two are the same total error. If any of these having minimum, we will take only that. So the outcome of this 1 hour prediction for our case is 2, written there. That the first solution is that if the outlook is sunny, then play is no. You see, if the outlook is overcast, then play is yes, and if the outlook is rainy, then the play is yes. And the second solution is that as it is mentioned, if the humidity is high, then the play condition will be no, and if the humidity will be normal, then the play condition will be yes. So this will be the output of our 1R algorithm. Since this is the most basic type of algorithm for classification called 1R algorithm, so we can make a bit broad classification of this 1R algorithm if we deal some numeric value instead of the binary outcome yes, no, or this type of classifier. For example, if we take the numeric attribute, in that case the discretized numeric attribute we have to take, we have to divide each attribute range into different intervals and sort the entities according to the attribute's value before proceeding. We have to place the breakpoint where the class changes, means from one class what will be the second class. For example, if you have 15 record which you are numerically arranged in a particular order, in that case out of their corresponding value, say between the range of 10 to 80, you just try to put them into three classes, maybe equal with class or maybe unequal with class. For example, if we take 10 to 40 in first class, 40 to 70 in second class, and 70 to 80 in third class, so this we can do with the help of this breakpoint. We have to find out the total error rate which is minimized, and accordingly we have to move. For example, with our continuation with our previous table, now we are adding the corresponding entities for all these 14 record as below, like 64 the play condition will be yes, 65 the play condition will be no, and so on. So if this is the case for Sunny, if this is the case, you see, if this is the case for Sunny, our play condition will be, if we take, for example, if we take all the value more than 77, in that case more than 77 out of this 14 record, which value are more than 77, that is 80, 81, 83, 85. So we will take this or any other value and accordingly we will proceed. The problem of overfitting I will be just discuss a bit later, but before that let me tell you a condition. For example, you see in this table, if the temperature column will be less than 77.5 and the play condition will be yes, you see, in this case you see less than 77 means you have to take the case of the first 10 from 64, 66 to up to 75. So out of this 10, the play condition is yes for the first, third, fifth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cases. So the remaining 3 cases we will take. So 3 out of 10 will be the final value. Yes, that we will consider in case of our error. I hope this is clear. So in this manner we will calculate the 77.5 and the play condition is no. If you carefully look this, you see greater than 77.5 means you will be take 1, 2, 3 for the last 4 cases, and out of this 4 cases the play condition will be what? The play condition will be yes only for the 2 cases. So for the remaining 2 cases there will be no play condition. So the final outcome will be 2 by total number of, that is 4. I hope this is clear. Similarly, for the case of humidity we have to calculate, and ultimately you will be compute their total error. And if you see carefully out of this total error, now the case of humanity will be having the minimum total error value. So now our decider predictor will be humanity. So the final solution is, if the humidity is less than equal to 82.5, then the play condition is yes. If it is greater than 82.5 and less than equal to 95.5, the play condition is no. And the last one, if it is greater than 95.5, then the play condition is yes. So this is all about our IR algorithm. Now quickly go through again the basic of 1R algorithm that it was described in a paper by Halstead first in 93. It contains experimental evaluation which is not always correct, let me tell you, but in most of the time it given you a correct direction in order to go for the classification prediction for supervised learning. The minimum number of instances we have to consider for this set will be 6. The 1R simple rule performs not much worse than much more complex decision tree, and the simplicity will be one of the criteria in order to evaluate 1R algorithm, and accordingly we will develop our decision tree. So this is basically the chapter 6 of your syllabus, where the 1R algorithm is there with the decision tree as well as the covering rule. In decision tree also this 1R algorithm will be actually used. The decision tree we already discussed earlier, like this. Over there we can use the different type of predictor. So this thing I hope is clear to you. So in our next class we try to discuss the last part of your syllabus, that is covering. Thank you. That's all for today's discussion. I hope it is clear. If there will be any doubt, so please mail me or raise your question in the comment box.